All of you draw this diagram in your notebook with respect to the following points from point number 1 to point number 10. Write down this point number 1 as a lack of foundation and the plinth level. Second one is the deficiencies at the bond at the corners continuous to the vertical joints. Third point is the vertical joint without mortar. Fifth point is the walls too high and the too long. Sixth is the opening too close to the corners. Seventh is the doors and windows opening that are too large. If you have completed, we'll go move towards the next point. Baga, in this earthen house, they have shown the lack of foundation and the plinth. There is a lack of foundation. Okay, you see here, there is a foundation and the plinth level is not there in this diagram. That is the deficiencies into this earthen house. That is the lack of foundation and the plinth level. Second point, they have shown as a deficient bond at corners continuously to the vertical joints. Deficiencies at bond level. Okay, there are the third point is the vertical joint without mortar. Vertical joint, that is the without mortar. Mortar is not placed. That is the earthen, so that mud will be over there. But such a mortar will be that is missing. You can see. Fourth point they have shown as a poor earthen material, that is the earthen quality, that material which are providing, that is the mud, that is also with a low quality, and so that there is a that poorly mixed mud, and that's why that topper surfaces becomes a only there are the bricks you show there, they have shown there, that is the mixed material, that is the mud is not available over there. Without mud, that proportion, that pictures already they have shown on the walls. Third fourth point is they have shown fifth, that walls too high and the too long. You can see that walls are too high and the too long also. For the window as well as for the doors, that are the they have, whatever they have shown, that are the openings very close to the corners. Means त्या वॉलच्या पूर्ण कॉर्नरला जे काय आहे ते काय तर ओपनिंग, that openings in terms of the windows and the walls, they are very close to the corners. And second thing is that walls too high and too long. The walls you can see with respect to the height and with respect to the length, that are very high. Next point is the doors and window openings that are too large. That openings with respect to the height and width, that are also shown as a large. Next one is the deficient bearing height, length of the lintel. That lintel height is also high. That is the opening, in terms of the opening with respect to doors, that also more. That with respect to the length as well as the with respect to the height. Next point is the heavy tile roof. You can see this heavy roof, heavy tiles roof means which having the weight is more, and if the weight is more for the roof, then that load will be as considered, that load will be as a dead load which will be come on the roof towards the uh, that earthen house. Next point is the lack of horizontal reinforcement. That horizontal reinforcement means bond between these two layers, that is also missing over there, and that's why that bonding between this layer to layer, that will be going to be reduces. So that are all these deficiencies, if we taken into account, that building, that earth become a very weak structures. Okay, and for if such earthquakes are come under such structures, then there will be, because of these lacunas into these structures or deficiencies into the structure, that structure will be going to be fail during the earthquake. And for such a deficiencies, for reducing such a deficiencies, we have to go for some of the good features, and then we'll go for the solutions. Now to conclude here, you can see here that point number one, that are the good, some of the good features for the earthquake resistant structures, that they have shown here. That foundation, up to foundation or plinth level should be, they have so shown the 30 centimeter and minimum they have shown that plinth level should be over there. Second point they have shown, that is the dam proofing, that dam proofing, at that point over there, they have shown that point number, that deficient bond, that bond should be uh, strong between this bond, that they have shown that with respect to the second. Third point they have shown is the length of the wall, maximum 10 times the thickness, they have shown with respect to this. Fourth point they have shown as a, that bonding between this vertical and horizontal members should be a strong. Whatever the dead load of that roof, that is also, which are used, that tiles which having the dead load is less. Now if we consider for vertical and horizontal members, that vertical and horizontal members, there should be a bonding will be good. Layers between one two three four layers way over there. So whatever the layers in that layer, whatever the mud is used, that mud should be with a good quality, which bond the two layers with a, with strongly, they have, that two bonds should be connected. Next one is the, whatever the cross sectional area which is open, that open cross sectional area should be not near to the corner, that should be at a minimum spacing, that should be minimum, that should be at a center of the wall. Okay, door they have shown, whatever the cross sectional open, for which is for the doors and the walls, that should be, area should be minimized in such a way that if we go for the construction of the building, that are the such a points are the good features which are for the earthquake resistant buildings. And problems we'll see, if such a structures deficiencies are in the structures, then there are the earthquake motion will be occur. Earthquake motion, if in this direction, they have shown here the earthquake motion. And second thing is that if there are the earthquake motion is like this, there this is in the perpendicular to the building, and there will be a, if such a deficiencies are in present into the structures, then there are the some of the failures will be occur, and that are the cracking due to the bending of wall, that is the bending of, due to the bending of wall, that cracks will be occur. Second one is the diagonal crack due to the shear, and third one is the horizontal crack in the gables. Means such a types of the failures of the structure will be occur in terms of the earthquake. Okay, so for that purpose we have to go for the some of the good features for the building while planning and constructing the building. If we are not going for the such a types of the structure, if the deficiencies are there, then there are these such a problems will be occur, like a cracking in the bearing wall building due to the bending and the shear. You can see here, these are the essential requirements to ensure box action in the masonry building. So our building should be in this way, that should be in the good connection between the roof and the walls. Lintel band will be over there, opening with a small opening, that opening should be a so small, and good connection between the walls and the foundation, there should be a good connection between the foundation and the walls. Good concern at all corners, that and there will be a steep foundation should be provided. then doors and window openings far away from the corners, and roof that stay together at a single integral unit during the earthquakes. If we consider this all the factors while planning of the building, then our building will become a strong building. And if earthquake forces are come under the structures, then that structure should resist the structure within that area. That structure will be resist this all the forces. These are the essential requirements to ensure the box action in the masonry building, and that will be considered as a good building. So all of you draw this diagram also and write down these points with respect to the failure mechanism and with respect to the essential requirement. These two diagram all of you write down, draw this in your notebook. Thank you everybody.